What's up, everybody? This is Alex Alonso. I'm in downtown Los Angeles. They just wrapped up the third day of testimony in the People vs. Eric Holder. And today we had some interesting witnesses that testified on behalf of the prosecution. I guess the first interesting witness would have been Shermy Villanueva. That is the nephew to Kerry Latham. And he testified about getting injured or slightly injured from one of the bullets that came out of Eric Holder's gun, but he didn't see Eric Holder shooting. He said the first thing he saw was Nipsey fall. He heard the shots, saw Nipsey fall, and then he ran out the parking lot towards Slauson, towards the west entrance, and went around the wall there until the gunshots subsided, and he came back. And he was grazed by one of the bullets. He had a light injury and did not get medical attention for it. He was also very short with his answers. You can tell he definitely did not want to be there. And he was most likely under subpoena and forced to testify. And he was on the stand for a short period. But then after him, something interesting and something new that we learned today is that there was a girl sitting in one of the parked cars in front of the Master Burger. She actually had brought lunch for Cowboy. She's the one that brought the lunch for Cowboy, but she was sitting in the car. Her name was Ingrid Caston, Caston, and she was sitting in the driver's side of her car. I believe she was eating some food, and she was also recording Nipsey, Rimpaw, and Cowboy, just chilling. She had video footage from her phone of them three guys just hanging out, and her recording is occurring right before the shooting. And she testified that she saw Eric Holder. She testified she saw him before the shooting. She saw him when he ran by her car after the shooting. But she had never knew him before or met him, had no knowledge of him. And also, Mr. Villanueva denied even knowing Eric Holder. But the star witness for this case testified this afternoon. And we all know who the star witness is. It is that young lady named Briantia Nicholson. And we all know she is the one that drove the car with Eric Holder. She is the one that brought him up to the Marathon store. And we learned a whole lot of things today. And most everything we learned today from her testimony, it completely distances her from having any knowledge of what Eric Holder was going to do. She definitely was unaware that even Nipsey Hussle was going to be there. And we learned a lot of new things that we never heard before. So, for example, when she sees the gun for the very first time that day is when they drove off. They drove off through the alley to 58th Street and around. They did a roundabout and came back on Slauson. And when they came on Slauson, she sees him loading the pistol, actually putting the bullets in the magazine. And that's when she says, "What are you doing?" And she kind of says, "You're not going to do that." And he says, "Okay." And then she drives to Crenshaw, makes a right turn, goes south on Crenshaw, and then turns into the Fat Burger. And then they eventually park there because guess what? He still has his food from Master Burger. So he tells Brianita, I believe is her name, Nicholson. He tells her, "Well, you know what? Let me just eat my food." So they're just sitting in the car, and he's eating his food, chili cheese fries to be precise. And then maybe after about 2 or 3 minutes, he tells her, hold up, I'll be right back. He exits the car with the guns, but she doesn't see him exit the car with the guns. He just exits, rather quickly. And then that's when he goes and shoots at Nipsey Hussle, comes back to the car, and jumps in and drives off. So I'm going to do a video that's going to detail her testimony because she's still on the stand. She's going to come back tomorrow morning and resume the stand because the prosecution is still She's got her under direct. The defense attorney hasn't even started to cross her yet. So she's going to be on the stand all morning tomorrow and probably going into the afternoon. So I'm going to do a video just on her testimony, just to clear up all these ridiculous rumors that this woman knew, this woman had to be a part of it. I mean, this woman was absolutely had nothing to do with it whatsoever. And actually took a selfie photo with Nip. Check this out. She got out the car, took a selfie picture with Nip early on when they first got there. And when she goes back to the car, she posts it on her Facebook page. And she's bragging to her Facebook followers like, look who I just met. So that's pretty much it for today. She's still on the stand under direct. And trial will resume tomorrow morning, Tuesday. And stay tapped in to Street TV for more updates on the Eric Holder trial.